this video, this is the part 2 of oral manifestation of AIDS. We'll do it in a more presentable manner and an easy to remember way. So first of all, oral manifestations of AIDS. I'll divide them into 3 groups based on the lesions that are associated with HIV and to the extent they are associated. So coming on to the first group, which is group 1. Group 1 has lesions which are strongly associated, significantly associated. Lesions are strongly associated with AIDS. Now, what all lesions come in this category are, first of all, is candidiasis. As I told in the earlier part, it can be either erythematous or it can be non-erythematous. Then, as in the another video, hairy leukoplakia. We can either see the unilateral or the bilateral lesions. Then coming on to the another one, which is Kaposi's sarcoma. Then we have non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Then coming on to the last one, which is periodontal diseases. The first one is acute necrotizing ulcerative gingivitis, and the second one is acute necrotizing ulcerative peritonitis, and this is gingivitis. Now coming on to the another group, in these the lesions are not usually, like, they're very less commonly associated lesions with AIDS, less commonly associated lesions. So first of all, we'll take on to some bacterial infections. We have Mycobacterium tuberculosis. This reminds us of MAC complex, which is Mycobacterium avium intercellulare complex. Then we have melanotic hyperpigmentation. Then we had 2 ANUs here. Now we'll have one more ANU, but just one, which is ANU stomatitis. So it is acute necrotizing ulcerative stomatitis. Now coming on to the group 3. These are the lesions which are seen in HIV infection. So first of all, start with bacterial infection. What do I get here is, I'll see actinomyces, E. coli, Klebsiella, cat scratch disease, pneumonia. Then I'll get to see some drug reaction which will be ulcerative in nature. Then I'll also see some fungal diseases associated, so the fungal infections which will be associated. First of all, never forget candidiasis. Then you can write about Cryptococcus neoformans. Very important, Histoplasma capsulatum, Aspergillus flavus. Then we can also get to see some lichenoid reactions. Here what you will see is toxic epidermolysis, epithelioid angiomatosis. Then you can also get to see some neurological disturbances. This is basically what you learnt in anatomy first year. This will compromise of trigeminal neuralgia, facial palsy. Then you can also see recurrent aphthous stomatitis, which is a viral infection. So these are oral manifestations of AIDS in a very presentable manner and an easy way to remember. And this is the theory. This was in part 1 and this will be in part 2. So I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching.